Y'all like the cut? Fresh, clean cut. It's time to take these out, man. I'm not gonna lie. I did wait for a minute. But anyways, man, yo, what's up, Swag? And you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Ken Lauren, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. Oh, damn. Y'all can literally see the picture behind. But anyways, man, police are looking for Rashee Rice. I'm not gonna lie, man. Y'all know how I keep it real with y'all, man. Y'all know I always keep it real. I always tell you guys, man, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say, man. And I'm gonna always be like that, bro. I'm not gonna switch up on y'all, man, when things get good, when the money get good, and stuff like that, bro. Y'all gonna always remember KswaggReacts is keeping it real, man, and saying whatever he want to say and saying whatever comes to his mind. I'm not gonna get controlled, and you know, I'm gonna stay the same. But anyways, man, we are back again with another microphone video, and I'm doing too much talking. Let's get into it. Yeah.
I really just like making videos like this because on one hand, I want to feel...
For you guys that don't know, Rashee Rice is the receiver that plays for the Chiefs, man. Real good receiver, man. Actually, real young too, man. He was a rookie last year.
Empathy for all of those involved. I want to be understanding that people that are young make really silly mistakes, but at the same time, when you make a silly mistake, sometimes you won't be forgiven for that mistake. Sometimes the mistake is so bad that it will, without a doubt, alter the course of your life. And fortunately, at least in this instance,
what the hell the nigga did? What he did?
Since it's not one of those scenarios, at the same time, things are looking really bad for Rashee Rice, as at the time that I'm making this video, we still don't know where he is. So before we get to the content, make sure you drop like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow. Now that we get all that out of the way,
one thing about microphone, I love the intro.
young emerging wide receiver do some
I can't do that to y'all though.
Very strange things, like declaring war against the fans of his former team. Like, you remember when Kadarius Toney got into Twitter beef with Giants366, who said Kadarius Toney just can't seem to let go of the fact that Joe Schoen didn't want him. He responds saying, "ID gaff about Joe or the Giants. Y'all spoke on me and I responded, oh yeah, the comments don't make you tough, goofy." And it'll get even more bizarre with Kadarius Toney, as he was literally threatening fans on social media, asking some fans for an address so they can meet up and actually throw down. Probably my favorite clip of Kadarius Toney was the voice memos he's left for a particular Giants fan.
Nickelodeon was playing everything, but that marked one of the darkest chapters. These are three incredible.
You talking about Miss Danny Jones? Apparently he missed me. I can show you the call log. He calling me, blowing me up. What you talking about, hoe ass? You give a fuck about no music shit you talking about. You ain't slid on no block. You ain't pulled up on me yet. You ain't talking about shit within my DM. Pull up or shut the fuck up. Period. Well, tell that stop calling me then if you don't miss me. Get your pussy ass on my DM if you dropping an addy, fuck.
So obviously the Chiefs are no strangers to wide receivers.
Okay. They are really getting the Kadarius Toney head. I'm not gonna lie, man. Kadarius Toney, bro. The only thing I can say about him is show them. Show them that you really like that. Show them why the NFL got you. Show them that human joystick. That thing that you used to do. Now, y'all know the other KswaggReacts to rip on him and get on him. Now, y'all know I do keep it real. At the end of the day, the fans going to give you that type of energy. You got to remember, Kadarius Toney was like that in Florida. Then he started dropping the ball and doing all this crazy stuff. I'm not going to lie, bro. Get back right. Work with receivers. Work with the quarterbacks. Do off-season training. Work on your catching. And you're going to be right, bro. You're going to be good.
Receivers that could get themselves into some trouble. And ultimately, we figured out who Kadarius Toney was. He is a solid wide receiver, inconsistent as hell, drops passes at the worst times, and probably shouldn't be depended on as a wide receiver one. Is he a wide receiver two? Well, the jury's out on that. But the Kansas City Chiefs made a noticeable effort during the offseason to try to figure out who Patrick Mahomes' next wide receiver one is going to be. This past offseason, they pursued sued Marquise Hollywood Brown and signed him to a 1-year prove-it deal. Pretty much the same contract that they gave Juju Smith-Schuster 2 years ago. But Marquise Hollywood Brown might be the Kansas City Chiefs' brand new wide receiver 2, as it seems like the Chiefs were able to find their wide receiver 1 in the second round of the 2023 NFL Draft this past year. Rashee Rice was a high upside wide receiver from SMU selected by the Chiefs this past year in the NFL Draft. And this is something that the Kansas City Chiefs have been doing regularly ever since they traded away Tyreek Hill. You see, once you have players like Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones that you have to sign to these large lucrative contracts, obviously you're going to have to make downgrades at other areas of your roster. So you don't have the luxury of paying Tyreek Hill $30 million a year annually.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna be reacting to the video and taking these out. So if y'all cool with that, bro, hey, I'm happy with it, man. I'm gonna be taking these motherfuckers out while I'm reacting, bro.
And making him the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL, but that's okay because typically you don't win a Super Bowl by having the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL on your team. Tell me the last time a team won a Super Bowl with the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL on their team. I'll wait. So the strategy was very simple. The Chiefs were doing everything they could to find a replacement for Tyreek Hill. So the moment that he left, they decided to sign Marquez Valdes-Scantling because he was very fast, but at the same time, he had stone hands. As a matter of fact, that seemed to have been the trend for the Kansas City Chiefs for a while.
He definitely did have stone hands.
They selected Sky Moore in the NFL Draft as well because at the same time, he was very quick, but his abilities to actually make some difficult receptions the way Tyreek Hill would left a lot to be desired. And they were taking shots on almost any wide receiver they could. They brought in Juju Smith-Schuster for a year, which worked out really well because they were able to win a Super Bowl, and they would even take flyers on players like John Ross. But without a doubt, the most successful wide receiver that they had was the wide receiver that they found in the second round of the 2023 NFL Draft. An individual that Patrick Mahomes clamored for, and even some draft pundits were calling a major reach. A wide receiver that got almost 1,000 yards receiving in his rookie year en route to a Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl, and without a doubt a wide receiver that many NFL fans, myself included, are expecting to take the next step in his second season with the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. There's no question about it. Whoever is the wide receiver 1 for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs can have his life completely changed for the better. Another 3 seasons with Patrick Mahomes throwing him the football, and there's no question in my mind that this could be a guy that commands a top 10.
Y'all gotta remember, bro, any wide receiver that plays with Patrick Mahomes is like the new Brady. Or could be better because of the athletic ability, bro. He can run out of the pocket. He does throws that usually Brady doesn't do. He has the ability to escape from defensive players and stuff like that, bro. Brady didn't really do that. Now Brady is definitely still like that. He's a GOAT. But at the same time, Patrick is way different from Brady, bro. They have different play styles, man. Real different. So, bro, any receiver that comes and plays for the Chiefs, bro, you gonna come up. You know, you gonna come up. Patrick Mahomes gonna make sure you go crazy for him. All you gotta do is catch the ball. Run your routes, catch the ball, be a receiver. That's it.
Wide receiver salary.
And you snap with the Chiefs or whatever, or even my Patriots. You snap anywhere, bro. And they ready to trade you or whatever like that. The other team's gonna spend that bag, or the Chiefs gonna spend that big bag on your ass.
To play with the best quarterback in the NFL on one of the best teams in the NFL. Unfortunately, whenever you're 23 years old, you make horrific mistakes, and there are times where these horrific mistakes can ruin your life. And the clear example of this is none other than what happened with Henry Ruggs III. Henry Ruggs III was 23 years old when he decided to get drunk at Topgolf, get behind a Corvette, drive 150.
And I don't condone any drinking or smoking. Now, as I tell you guys know I keep it real with y'all. The only thing I will smoke is cigars. You know, that's the only thing you guys would see me smoke. So, but really, I don't smoke, you guys, and I don't drink, and I don't really want you guys to do that either, or whatever like that. So, yeah, man, if you guys doing that, bro, be smart, but bro, or you could be like me and stay sober, like KswaggReacts.
6 miles per hour crash into Tina Tinter's car that resulted in her car exploding and burning her and her dog to death, which not only ended Tina Tinter's life and ruined her family's life, but it also ruined Henry Ruggs' life. And there's no way you could really come back from that. Even if you're speaking from a purely selfish perspective, Henry Ruggs lost out on tens of millions of dollars and has to live with the fact that he ended a poor woman's life each and every day for the rest of his life. He lost out on one of the most lucrative opportunities in the world just because he decided to get behind a Corvette while he was way over the legal limit. And his life will never be the same as a result of that. And on one hand, I want to understand you're young and you're dumb and you make horrific mistakes. And if you're lucky, you can learn from these horrific mistakes. In Henry Ruggs' case, his mistake was so bad that it ruined multiple people's lives and ended lives. And now he's paying the ultimate price for it. And a lot of people think it should have been way, way worse. And the reason I'm bringing this up is a huge parallel is being drawn between what happened with Henry Ruggs and what happened with Rashee Rice. As according to Adam Schefter, police are currently searching for Rashee Rice due to a major accident. Now, this is really scary if you think about it. Here's the official video.
Live look now at 75 Central Expressway near Lovers Lane in Dallas. Just minutes ago, Dallas police told us multiple cars were involved in an accident there in the northbound lanes. At least one person is in the hospital tonight.
Because according to ESPN,
no, we don't need this.
Looking good, guys.
Police are searching for Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice in their investigation of a major accident Saturday in Dallas, according to the Dallas Morning News. And the details are just bizarre at the time that we're recording this video. A police call sheet obtained by the Dallas Morning News confirmed that officials were searching for Rashee Rice in connection with the crash. A Dallas police spokeswoman told the newspaper that a driver in a Chevrolet Corvette and a driver in a Lamborghini were speeding and both lost control in their vehicles, with the Lamborghini hitting the median wall and causing a chain reaction collision involving 4 other vehicles. And this is where some of the parallels are being drawn. Henry Ruggs was in a Chevy Corvette when he got into his car crash. Now, at the time that I'm recording this, we don't know if this is a DUI, but the assumption is that these 2 vehicles, the Lamborghini and the Corvette, were racing one another, which is not a good look either. The police spokeswoman told the Morning News that occupants of the Lamborghini and the Corvette ran from the crash site. She said 4 people had minor injuries, including 2 who were taken to the hospital. If you take a look at the pictures as well, the story is very jarring. The pictures came to us via TMZ. So according to this, the car accident that cops say Rashee Rice's vehicle was involved in was a mess on the side of a freeway in Dallas, which you can see in the photos from the scene that TMZ obtained, including what we're told are some of the occupants beelining it out of there. And I think that's the worst look of—
oh my God, bro, like— and then they got like the video of them walking, bro. Like, why would you leave, bro? Like, you got in an accident, unless you really must be drunk or something like that. But why would you leave, bro? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I will give you guys a story time about my situation and stuff like that too. But, bro, come on, bro. Why would you leave the accident, bro? Like, you looking suspicious.
Of all, I mean, getting into a car accident and then just running out of there, kind of an admission of guilt. Maybe you're trying to hide something after doing something very reckless also. I personally don't respect it, but as you could take a look at the pictures, you could obviously see how bad the damage was done. Not only do you see what it all looked like once first responders arrived, but eyewitnesses tell us these photos also capture some of the guys who were allegedly in the 2 cars involved in causing this mess, and you can see them casually leaving the scene. So there are 5 dudes specifically in question here, and we're told once the dust settled, they all popped out of the Corvette and the Lambo, both of which are alleged to have been speeding before things went south, and walked away along the side of the freeway. Unclear where they went, and unclear if Rashee himself was in the mix. In any case, cops now say they want to speak with Rashee because they say one of the vehicles that was alleged to have been speeding is registered to the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver. Now, the cops didn't say which vehicle belonged to him, nor did they say he's a suspect, but the cops do say a total of 6 vehicles were torn up due to this accident, and there were only minor injuries as a result. Still, they're obviously trying to pin down who these fellas were, as police allege that they straight up left without checking on anyone or leaving any info. So here's where it gets a little tricky, because according to these photos of TMZ, there is this one image with a human that does slightly resemble Rashee Rice. And it's kind of difficult to determine whether or not this is Rashee because I can't tell if he has the same tattoos or anything. The only thing we could really tell is you can tell that he has a bracelet on his left wrist here. And if you go into his Instagram, on one of his Instagram photos, he has the same exact bracelet. But again,
Clean,
very
though.
difficult for me.
I ain't gonna lie though, my dog clean though. He got the little drip though when he be working out and stuff like that.
To tell from this picture if that definitely is Rashee Rice. It does resemble him though. And as time went on, we actually got dash cam footage of this entire situation so you could see how it all went down. And apparently this involved a mother and her 4-year-old child as well. And I think the craziest part about this is you could see this all go down in real time. And as it does go down in real time, the immediate reaction seems to be for those involved in the accident.
Oh my God, bro. He caused the accident, bro. Like, if this is Rashee or whatever like that, bro, come on, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he clearly caused the accident. It clearly looks like he was driving fast as hell and lost control. He lost control. He was driving fast as hell and lost control of the car. The car going real fast. He punching on it on the highway and lost control of it, and this is why that happened.
To get out of the car as soon as possible, and it seems like they're walking away from the scene immediately. Like, it's almost as if that was their immediate reaction, so to speak. Obviously, it's a very tough situation for Rashee Rice, especially for it to have gone this long without us figuring out whether or not Rashee Rice was involved in the incident. At the end of the day, I'm just thankful that this wasn't any worse than what it could have been. I'm glad that no lives were lost. But at the same time, racing with a Corvette and a Lamborghini Urus is absolute insanity on the highway, especially because Corvettes are notorious for their poor handling, but you shouldn't be racing on the highway to begin with. I'm just happy that everyone's alive, and it could have been way worse, but at the same time, I can't really give my full judgment on the situation until we really find out what happened, whether Rashee was involved or whether his boys were just taking his vehicle out for a joyride. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all this, man. Aside,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If it really is him, he tripping, bro. Like, that clearly looks like he like caused the scene of the accident, but I don't know, bro. We all don't know until, you know, Microphone comes out with it. Y'all already know, man. Microphone keeps it real and says the truth about the whole situation and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. He always keeps it real, like Matt be great, man. So I like Microphone, man. But anyways, man, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I love y'all. Stay swagged up.